Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are when you're watching this. My name is Sharice Alexander, your host of Your Collective. Today, I am joined by Yahoo Baba, and I'm super excited to have him on today's episode. We connected, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. We immediately hit it off, and the conversation was, I believe what I'd said to him is, I come to this conversation with very little knowledge. So I ask all of our audience today to just come with the exact same type of excitement, an open mind to potentially exhilarating experience. So, Yahoo, I'm going to actually turn it over to you so you can tell us a little bit about who you are, your journey, how you got where you are, and then we'll go from there. So, thank you and welcome.
Hello, everybody. And today is the amazing day because today is enlightenment day of my master Osho. So, what a beautiful coincidence that this podcast is happening this day. And I have to talk about myself.
Yeah, I would love
Okay.
for you to talk a little bit. I mean, because you have so much, I've obviously chatted with you and read a little bit about you. So you have vast experience on really on your spiritual path. I don't want to steal your thunder, so just maybe a little bit about, who you are, where you started on this journey, what you do, and then we can kind of go from there.
So, I was born in a very orthodox family, Brahmin family in India where they do yoga and these things a lot. And from childhood, I was doing yoga and searching truth. And then in my life, Osho came, my master, and he broke my all conditioning, all. And then I became really search of truth that what I am and what can really satisfy me. I just wanted contentment. I want contentment. Then I listened by Master Osho that he's saying only knowing who you are is the only satisfaction on this earth. You cannot be satisfied by any other thing in life. Whatever you will get, you will feel something is missing. And
Mm.
that day I realized, then I said, okay, so now I'm going to search who am I? And then I'm in search and doing all yoga and meditation and I met my master. I'm sorry, this talk is going to be a little mysterious. So
That's
I'm
fine.
very sorry for that. And I met my master, and every morning I was running for my exercise and my meditation to good energy. And my master says me, if by running anybody can be enlightened, then every horse could be became enlightened up to now.
Mm.
And that click in me, so it's not a technique.
Mm.
And then one day realization happened to me. Who am I? And after that I met Muji, one my other master. He's here in photo, and with him I learned things. Then I started to do satsang. Then the sanghaban, anatta sanghaban. So this is my short story. It's so hard for me to tell my story. It's so hard for me.
I
By
know.
talk it can come, but just introduction is very hard for me. I'm sorry.
No problem. I think, when you talk about Osho, because I'd never heard of Osho until you and I had spoken, maybe, can you give us a little bit of background about who is Osho or what, yeah, who is Osho?
Osho is very famous master in India for contradictions. He is so rebellion, very
Hmm.
rebellion. His talk is very logical and very opening. And he is not in any system, like he is not Hindu, Muslim, Christian. He he has no lineage, and he has talk on everybody. So he's very vast opening mind, and is very open. I
Mm-hmm.
will I want to recommend to read him, because I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how much people can find by him, but so many people can get so much opening in him, in his mind and his understanding. He is rare person, rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and he really opened me just by his talk. Yes,
Yeah. So with Osho, I think how you described him is he was, especially for the time that he would have been actively physical in this life,
yes,
would have been pretty controversial. I think
yes,
from a bit of a from a spiritual or religious
yes,
path, just because he wasn't singular discipline, right? Not Hindu, not Sikh, not
yes,
Christian, not any of these things. And but you talk of how he really helped you open up and how he was able to be very logical, I suppose, in his approach, but also
yes,
very open.
yes.
So, what about his teachings really, really resonated with you? Like, how did it open
Rebellion.
you up? Yeah.
The best thing I liked how rebel he is, because who is searching truth, who is really in the path of spirituality, he has to be rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
He should not be obeying person. He is not learning thing as a obey. Okay, morning I have to go to temple, do this, do this is, then that person cannot be a rebellion. For
Mm-hmm.
searching truth, one person has to be so rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
The second chakra, hara, this should be so strong, fearlessness.
Mm-hmm.
And even the person who are in religion or spirituality, mostly people are in this track because of fear, and they want something. So that's why people are going to temple and everywhere, but their fear is so much. Fear is moving to temples.
Mm.
He said first step is to drop your fear, and let's ask question clear. You need to be very rebellion, very logical. Nothing like that, okay, I have to accept because it is said by book. No, you
Mm-hmm.
have to be your understanding, and that is his magic. And I found this so much in him, because I was from a Hindu family doing yoga every day. Why you are doing, I don't know.
Mm.
Ting 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 ting, yagya and temple ideology worshipping, why you are doing, I don't know. So he said, you have to be responsible for your all actions.
Yep.
Whatever you are doing, you have to know why I'm doing it. And I am doing it. It's not happening to me because of social structure.
Mm-hmm.
So this social block in our mind and system should be broken.
Yeah.
That is the biggest thing. How to break this block of the should. We are doing it unconsciously.
Yeah.
So let's be conscious, be aware about our all action. That I learned by Osho the most.
So, really effectively, it was almost like a freeing then of yourself, right? Because it's, as you talked about, breaking down the fear. And so, if we pose the question, like, why, and that was probably one of the biggest reasons why, with myself and my own children, um, it speaking to your point about why you're doing something, right? So if we talk about going to temple or church or
Yes,
whatever, and I remember saying to the people in my experience at the time, like, I just feel like as a child should have a say in what, you know, because in my view, faith and spirituality is a very, very personal experience. And so they should have a say, or they should craft that experience for themselves. I'm talking from the perspective of a parent who is trying to instill some kind of faith or spirituality in their child's life. And, so growing up in whatever faith it is, it doesn't matter. But speaking to your point about doing something and not knowing why you're doing it, or having a bit of a disconnection from what you're doing and what the fundamental core reasons are that drive it. So really, I guess what you're saying is Osho freed you from the
Yes.
fear and opened
What
up
I
your
want to say here,
experience.
my love,
Yeah.
that whatever I have seen up to now,
Mm,
we were small, young, and we see car. Now we
hmm
want car.
hmm Yeah.
We see our mom, dad, boyfriend, girlfriend. I want also relationship. FOMO.
Hmm
Same way we went and we think we know about Jesus. Oh my God. FOMO. So even in spirituality, people are coming as a FOMO.
hmm
Oh, we have to be very calm, very peaceful. We have to be. Because
hmm
it's cool. So this cool and FOMO, this is making us to run everywhere. Even in
hmm
spirituality, people are coming because it's look cool. And
So it's trendy.
it's great, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm doing meditation every day, So cool and FOMO
hmm
is forcing us unconsciously to do everything. That's why even people are so spiritual, but you can say this is they are doing out of FOMO.
mm
And the biggest work I'm feeling in spirituality as a rebellion to be free from this FOMO.
Let's talk about that word you use, rebellion, just for a moment. Because and I understand what you're saying. My definition of to be a rebel or a black sheep is somebody who um, maybe has this curious nature, this questioning nature, like doesn't just take the status quo at face value, but can use critical thinking or critical feeling to like really question things. Like, okay, you're telling me this thing about this experience, be it spiritual or otherwise. And to me, and then to challenge those things, right? And to have, I guess, intellectual or spiritual discourse about whatever those ideas are. So, what is your definition of rebellion? Mine's more about challenging what the
Even
status
that
quo is.
rebellion, what we are talking, they are talking like something atheist, are they?
Mm,
But they are not rebellion too because they believe.
mm,
Like some person say, I believe God exists. They say, I believe God does not exist. But
mm,
they both believe.
mm-hmm,
And believe cannot be a rebellion. So even who look like very, they have their very own way of thinking. They are not rebellion too, sorry.
mm,
Rebellion means who is searching by himself
mm,
and not being different also, because nowadays some this is FOMO also. If we want to do something nowadays, so many people are rebellion because they looks different.
mm,
So attention, they get attention more by speaking something negative or something what people are saying. So don't say this, so people get attention more.
mm,
Left wings, right wings, they all are attention.
mm,
They are not rebellion also because they are up to now want social attention.
mm.
The biggest rebel, the real rebel is when person started to search himself
Right.
beyond society. Even who are negative of society, they are attached to society.
Mm,
They are not going beyond it. And rebel means beyond their mind. They are questioning everything, even their mind too. That why I'm thinking like that.
mm-hmm. Okay.
Who are curious for curiosity too, who are not broad minded. They are no minded. Broad mind is smaller, no minded. The real rebel means who are just want to freedom from mind. I really want to know who am I. According to me, that are the only rebellion. Buddha is the only rebellion. All Jesus is the only rebellion person. All
Mm-hmm.
this idea, different idea, is not the rebel. When you want to be freedom from all ideas,
That is such an abstract thought. I
Yes.
understand what you're saying. Um,
Sorry, it's not a thought. It is a state.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's a
And that's what I'm
state.
saying. I understand.
Yeah.
It's not, you
Yeah.
can't define it because it's so much bigger than the definition. It's
Yes.
very, very abstract. I
Yes.
understand. Interestingly enough, I understand what you're saying. But I think that's a really good segue into okay, so how do we, if we choose to, how do we begin to enter into rebellion, right? And rebellion is not, as you and I are defining it, rebellion is not what the traditional Oxford Dictionary definition of rebellion would be.
Yes.
It is really freedom of all, freedom from all. It
Yes.
is like
Yes.
no limits. It is the known, the unknown, and the unknowable. So it's very
Thank you.
right. Exactly.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think this is a great segue into, you've used some terminology here that I don't know that the audience would be familiar with, but let's start with satsang. What is satsang?
Yes, courage. Rebel. Satsang is a rebel. I don't know where today talk is going to rebel a lot. Satsang is the place where we inquire everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we inquire. And then ultimately we want to know who are we. And we are just keep reflecting and inquiring each other.
Yep.
Just keep it's the only rebel thing to do. Inquiry makes people the true rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Questioning
I'm a rebel
and
then.
you are rebel. Yes, yes, you are. You are rebel. This openness talk. What you are doing, it's only a rebellion can do. And rebellion is a very beautiful word.
Mm,
Very beautiful word.
yeah.
It's not negative. It's not like a I'm negative of anything.
Mm-hmm.
We are searching beyond and beyond the limit, the peak of human spectrum.
Yeah.
Where is the peak that we are searching? And that's what the whole universe is doing, expanding. Universe is expanding because universe want to know what is the peak of me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Same way, human want to know what is my peak. And whoever gets said, yes, I am that. That is the peak. I am that ultimate state. And that saying, arriving at that state, I call rebel. And this is the satsang is where talk is happening for that only.
Yeah.
When the only pointing that let's not waste time anywhere else, nothing is going to satisfy us. We humanity has tried from 10,000 years by being rich, by being educated, by being family, by kids, by fame, and nobody can say I am satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I'm
whoever
glad.
has done inquiry up to now,
Yeah.
one person has not said, oh, I'm sad that, oh my God, I became enlightened. Oh my God, I'm really sad today. Jesus is saying, oh my God, I am son of father. I'm so sad. Nobody is saying talk like that.
Yes.
Everybody is happy and celebrating.
Yeah.
So let's find our ultimate happiness. I'm calling it satsang.
I'm glad that you brought that up about, I think sometimes there's this idea in humanity that there's something wrong with not being fulfilled by, and let's paint the picture, right? I was reading somebody's profile the other day and they were talking about, getting married and having kids and having the house and the pets and the trips and the good money and then still not feeling satisfied. So literally burnt the boats, burned down the house figuratively, and completely 180 to their life and started all over again with purpose and intention. And the
Yes,
minute they did that, they were on the beginning of this journey towards rebellion.
yes,
And because sometimes I think people are like, well, why can't I just be satisfied? That's the call of your soul
yeah,
to search, to
Yeah.
move towards rebellion, to
Yeah.
find satsang, because it's okay not, you're not meant to be satisfied. You're meant to challenge, you're meant to grow, you're meant to learn, you're meant to evolve, you're meant to do all of these things. So when we have the perception of we've got everything that we need and you're still not satisfied, that is the call on your soul to like begin the search. So I'm saying that very clearly here so that if whoever's listening, if you're feeling like that, it is a call on your soul to search. And search
Yes.
doesn't necessarily mean in more physical pleasures of life, which but it can be included in that, but more of a soul fulfillment, the journey that your soul is looking for. And I think that's really what you're talking about and how we
I
create
just
the
want
satsang.
to, what you are saying, the same thing. I want to include something. There's
Sure.
a famous book of spirituality in India is Srimad Bhagavad. Maybe I've heard the book name.
Okay. Say it again.
Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
And this book, the first chapter is depression yoga. There's so many yoga, but the first yoga is in this book they call depression yoga. So
Depression
in
yoga.
West, depression is a psychological problem, but in East, depression is the first step of spirituality. There's a big
Right.
difference.
What a different perspective. I love that.
Yes,
Yeah.
they say up to you have not depressed, so
Yeah.
you are not intelligent. Only intelligent person can be depressed.
Mm.
If you are not intelligent, so you have hope that I will be happy by money or by car or by a good husband or good wife. You are in this wrong hope.
Mm-hmm.
In East,
Yeah.
we call when you become depressed, really depressed,
Mm.
then you are intelligent.
Yeah. So it's actually a good sign, is what you're saying. If
This
you're
is the
feeling
best
depression
symptom.
in
If you are
East America,
depressed
yeah,
and you are
yeah,
not satisfied by anything and you are not feeling good,
yeah,
congratulations that you came on the right track.
yeah,
Yeah, only
uh,
hope going on in world.
yeah.
Only hopes. And one time somebody see this, oh my god, I'm just having hopes and I'm not going anywhere, and then people feel depressed, and by this depression people are finding path.
Yes. And
Then you
that's
really
usually what you
are.
hear, right? Is people will hit rock bottom because
Yeah.
they've gone through whatever and they're depressed. And I
Yeah.
love that perspective on that because, again, it goes back to what I was saying, right? When you are depressed, and we see it
Yeah.
all the time, famous people, people who have perceptually all the things that you, and then they're depressed,
Depressed.
and it's most sad when the depression takes them from this physical life because they don't see another way out, when really the journey is in. That's where the journey begins, right?
Yes. So whenever, my friends, whenever you see somebody frustrated, depressed, you say congratulations, you are the right path. You
Beautiful.
human is human should be depressed first, then
Yes.
you can really come at the path of searching truth, inner wisdom, inner kingdom.
Yeah.
That what Jesus is saying, kingdom of God, not outer kingdom,
Yeah.
money, fame, or outer kingdom. Inner kingdom, the kingdom of God.
So in Eastern ideologies, depression is a good sign. It is viewed as, no, I'm asking you, I'm
Yeah.
clarifying, I'm really clarifying here because it means, okay, now we can begin. That's what what it
Yes.
signifies. Now we can begin. Versus
It means you are
Western.
really at the right spirituality. There are so fake spirituality also, because
Mm-hmm.
somebody are doing meditation to be calm, so they can get rupees more, earn more. So they want to be relaxed, so they can make a big company. So actually, their relaxation is for big anxiety. Let's do a
Mm-hmm.
big anxiety. So for that, we have to be relaxed. So their meditation can be wrong. That's why as Gautam Buddha is saying Samyak Dhan. Samyak Dhan means right meditation. Meditation can be wrong also,
Mm-hmm.
because some people can be just calm, so I can be personality nice. So actually, up to now, the game are going on that in world. How can I success in the world? How can I success in the world?
Yeah.
And when you really became depressed and you know nothing, even success of world is nothing, and you
Mm-hmm.
really became depressed, when you have no path to go anywhere. That force which was going everywhere and night and not finding a path anywhere to go, then it go in.
Hmm.
Otherwise, nobody want to go in. Nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even who is saying I want to go in, they want to go out. They are using power of going in to be success to out. And that is the magic when you are really depressed and you have no hope from anywhere. Then only human can come at the right spirituality.
Whew, that sounds like a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
And
looks so opposite
certainly,
that someone is depressed. When somebody is depressed is in the right spirituality.
yeah.
And who is so happy? Oh, today I did meditation. I'm very happy. No, before being godly state, human cannot be happy anyway. Whatever he do,
It makes
there's no
sense.
other option.
Yeah. Well, if
Yeah.
you think about it from a very visual and a very physical symbolism type of idea, really what you're saying is the reason why, if I was to paraphrase what you said in ways that are relatable, the reason why you have to be in a state, based on what you're saying, in a state of ultimate depression, zero hope, is because you have to break down the foundation of what was in order to rebuild what can be effectively.
Jesus Christ is saying the person who is last can enter in the kingdom of Father.
Hmm.
You have to be defeated in the world.
Hmm.
You have to be fail in the world to be success in inner world. Never happen that somebody is outer success and enter in the and can be success in inner world. Not possible. This Jesus sentence is so deep. It's so
Hmm.
deep. Jesus, every sentence are so deep. Again, I want to repeat it. The person who is in last will enter in the kingdom of God. We have to be defeat in world. We have to be fail in world. Then only we can success in our true state.
As heavy as this particular topic is, it's such a new idea for how to view depression, and I hope that I mean, life is always going to give you circumstances that are extremely high vibe, and then the ones that don't feel so good. So, um, an interesting idea, just to pivot away from this for a moment, is can you tell me a little bit more about Leela? Because I think that if people have an idea of what Leela is, it allows you to maybe approach the experience of life with a very different lens and a very different perspective.
Yes. I want to talk about Leela. Then when you put your mind shut and you
Okay.
started to see universe, how universe is going on. Science want to know how atom is working, how universe is working. A common human thinking why it is happening, why this world is like that. When you
Mm-hmm.
put aside it and you know that I don't know how things are happening here in the world. When you put aside that whatever is happening is perfect. This lila word is for the biggest relaxation state. When you see all is the game of the true state, the all is game of truth.
Mm-hmm.
Our ego hurts because we want to say God is dead, God does not exist,
Mm-hmm.
only we are the first, we are the center of universe. Human ego is like that.
Mm-hmm.
This whole world is made for us. Animal is made for us to eat. Sun is made for us to give light. We are so self-centered.
Mm-hmm.
If you see this humanity is so self-centered, everything is happening for this. That's why up to now people cannot accept that sun is not rotating around the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Up to now, so many people cannot accept it because it looks like the earth is so small. They don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
So when we put this ego aside And we see this game of universe without
Mm-hmm.
trying to understand scientifically too, because we cannot understand it. Sorry, it's so vast. We are the part of this. A part cannot understand the whole.
Yeah, that's very
A
true.
wave of ocean cannot understand whole ocean. Never ever.
Mm-hmm.
So when we put aside, try to understand anything
Oof, that's a tall
and
ask.
surrender that whatever is happening, it is his game, and that relax. We for ego look like I am a part, I'm a robot, then I'm nothing. I don't have any value. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you are not. Sorry. Truth is this. You are nothing. Human is nothing. You are just 50,000 years old species in this universe. You are nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you feel this whole universe from heart, when you see this world as a love and see everything is happening so beautifully and amazing is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Nihilism is saying everything is nonsense. When you put this nihilism aside also, science aside, nihilism aside, philosophy aside, and you just see this game of the universe. And you see how, I don't know. I don't know why everything is happening. And that state I am calling Leela.
Mm-hmm.
Leela means game of God, the dance of God. It's all this dance. Have you seen if you rotate like this hand, you put open hand and you rotate for
Mm-hmm.
1 minute and you feel so much energy inside
Mm-hmm.
rotating.
Yeah.
Whole universe is rotating from million years.
Mm-hmm.
How much joy in universe is going on. If we rotate only for 1 minute and we feel that much joy, and earth is rotating and sun is rotating from years, whole all atoms are rotating, everywhere joy is happening. And when you realize it, this joy is going on, the dance and celebration of universe is going on, that I'm calling Leela. And that opened really high understanding in human spectrum.
I love that description of Layla. When I was reading it, what it did for me um, is it almost immediately shifted my perspective. I didn't love the word game of the divine, but what I
Yeah.
loved more appropriately was like the dance of the divine, the drama of the divine, the joy of the divine, and how it really asks you or calls on you to like understand that like nothing that's happening in the physical experience.
I want to say game of the
I
you know why?
okay,
Because it
yeah.
hurts ego. Our ego hurts. That we are a puppet. Yes, you are a puppet. Sorry. That our ego does not want to accept it. Dance, yes, I'm a part. I'm art of him. Feel good. And that's why this need to puncture. Our ego need to be punctured. That's why I want to say again. Yes, you are a game. It is a game. It's a game. It's a game. It's a
Okay,
game.
it's a game.
Did it hurt your
I can't
our
deny the
ego?
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is a game.
Yeah.
It's playing.
Hmm.
But our heart, that then we are nothing. So we are just like a small thing.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
So,
Let this human ego hurt. I'm sorry, in this whole universe, human became so egoistic.
mhm,
Even Avatar, the movie of Avatar, we are going in other place to steal things from that place
mhm,
and ruin that place. It's showing that what human is thinking. Human think I'm a god, Pharaoh.
mhm.
I am God. This ego became so strong in human system. It does not show us, but in our collective unconscious, we are so egoistic.
Mhm.
We are searching God means what? We are comparing ourselves as God. That we are the God. Nietzsche says God is dead, human is free.
Hmm.
And has he seen it? It happened? No. Just he wrote.
Mm.
Ego. So I want to really want to say, no, you are a puppet. Yes, we are a puppet of God. Let our ego hurt and let broken it. Then we can see the love. If up to this human ego is not broken, we cannot see the truth of this universe. That's why
So,
we become scientists. That we will know him, how egoistic we are. In this whole big universe, in this universe, there is a galaxy. In this galaxy, one solar system, there is a Earth. Earth is a human who is just far from 50,000 years. Very small time span.
mm,
And we will know who made this universe. This human ego is the biggest problem.
mm.
Our human ego should be, our human identity should be broken. This you have heard many people saying humanity. No, humanity is a problem.
Mm.
We human, not. It's the same ego as we say we American, we Indian. We say the same. We human, same ego. And if
Mm.
that is not broken, we will not see the real reality what is happening here. Sorry to talk like that. I'm very sorry.
No, 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 please don't apologize. You hear a lot of terminology or phrases around these days: death of the ego. You have to have an ego death. How does somebody actually begin the process of killing their ego or allowing their ego to die? How do you do that?
People should watch podcasts like that more and
Mm.
more, where people can be listen the real.
Mm.
People has to talk and people has to listen and get open mind. Yes, our mind became so powerful and we have to really get this power back to in our heart.
Hmm.
Our mind became so powerful, mind became the owner. So these podcasts will help him that heart is the owner,
Yeah.
mind is a servant.
And that's a great point. We've been talking a lot these last few episodes about the subconscious mind and how much of it is on autoplay, right? Like in the what do you call it? Is it anyways, how your subconscious mind controls like 90% of what's going on, and how important it is to begin to, we'll say on the perhaps more scientific side, the breaking down of the limiting beliefs, ideas, so on and so forth. And that is really, I think, the beginning of death of the ego, or breaking down your perception of your self identity and who you are in this experience, right? So you can begin to move into really witnessing Leela in your
Yes,
life,
yes.
right? And
So
then because,
self-centered.
sorry,
Conscious mind, subconscious mind,
yeah,
unconscious mind,
yeah,
collective unconscious mind, cosmic unconscious mind. So mind is talking about mind a lot. Mind is understanding the mind, that how mind is powerful.
mm,
Wow. That's why all the psychological game of subconscious mind, unconscious mind going nowhere. Even the person who knows what is subconscious mind and unconscious mind go and see their life. They are the
mm,
same problem. Same problem they are going. Because understanding and getting knowledge about the subconscious and unconscious mind is not the freedom.
mm,
Where the light is, darkness is searching about darkness.
mm,
We need a light where this darkness can be burned in a second.
mm,
By knowing and opening the darkness about unconscious, subconscious, we will arrive nowhere.
mm,
Walking in a darkness will not give us light. We need a little light of heart. All mind sorted in one go. It will never happen that somebody is understanding mind and can arrive somewhere in life. Nowhere. More confused. Go to Jung, who is the greatest psychologist. If he heard about the word dying,
mm,
he became fainted. Who is the biggest psychologist? It is the story of him. So
mm,
where? Psychologists are arriving by knowing mind. Where we are arriving? Nowhere. Yes, you have knowledge more and ego more that I know about my mind. Just this. Life is changing nowhere. I'm not saying
Mm-hmm.
there's some psychotherapist is saying, I am in the kingdom of God. I have not heard. But Jesus said yes. And he was not a psychotherapist. He was a heart. So we have to put the mastery back. That who are the real driver of life? Who is the real owner of life?
Mm-hmm.
Even this analysis is arriving nowhere.
Interesting idea.
Yes.
Because, if you think about it, I'm coming at this from the perspective of you're on a search. And I'm going to actually relate it to myself, right? Burn my life down. I know there's something more that my life needs, that what I thought was fulfilling, I recognized was not any longer. And so I begin to go on the rebel's journey, we'll call it, right? One of inquiry, seeking, searching, questioning, challenging what I thought, what I come up against, and continuing that over and over and over again. But then I would recognize at certain points, like there's still this block, like there's still this mental, there's this emotional attachment that as much as I want to release this emotional attachment to what was and what is and what will be coming, it was still there. And the reason why I talk about the subconscious mind, because I think I've been a lifetime seeker, a lifetime questioner, is like feeling like I needed to have. Now, at this point, I don't feel like I need to have the answers to everything, but I felt like I needed to understand why there were these mental and emotional blocks that were preventing me from understanding these larger concepts that we're talking about, right? Such as Leela and really death of the ego and things like that. So I guess what you're saying is needing to understand conscious mind and subconscious mind is still somewhat limiting because no, yes,
Yes,
that is what you're saying. I
yes.
needed to
It's
remember.
Indian, yes. It's Indian, yes, sorry.
Yeah. So to your point, needing to understand is still somewhat limiting and not necessary because there's still a limit to what you can know really in the vastness of all of it. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mind is a boundary.
Yes. Well,
Mind is a boundary. Logic is a boundary.
logic.
And we are a vast. So we have to understand every tool cannot work everywhere. Not.
Hmm.
Mind is very good and money. Using laptop, yes. Recording this, very good. But mind is not good for our truth search. It's a wrong tool. It's a very good tool. Wrong tool. Where we are using it. We have to understand for spiritual truth, mind is a nonsense instrument.
Okay. So I pose a different thought then because it's part of the experience, right? So if we look at this in terms of connection, and this is inquiry, just so you know. This is all inquiry. We're right now what we are doing, guys. This is satsang. This
Yes,
is an
it is
absolute
satsang.
example of
That
satsang.
is
We are
called satsang.
exchanging ideas.
Yes.
I'm inquiring. This is satsang.
Hmm.
Okay, so you said mind is not the right tool. It has to come from the heart. But
Yes.
the mind, ideally, I would think, or I have thought to this point, that what I was trying to do is connect the mind, the heart, and the seat of the soul really in the journey of exploration, becoming a rebel, inquiry, because as you said, the mind is very, very powerful, and we're only using, if you think about the conscious mind, we're only using 10% of it. We don't even, so my point is that if we align those three, right, mind, heart, and soul as part of the journey, does that not create an even more powerful tool within you?
According to me, not.
Okay.
It's the last trick of mind that you need to be aligned with me. Dun, dun,
Mm.
dun, you need me. Say hello, 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 heart. I know you're very powerful, but you need me.
Okay.
Actually, for understanding, yes, but being in our true state, one thing I
Huh.
want to say here, connection. I want to have this connection to the true state. When we connect to our partner, so you became wife, or some person
Mm-hmm.
became husband, or
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend and girlfriend. But
Mm-hmm.
when we connect to the truth, we don't become the knower of truth, or we lover of truth. Not like that. We became the truth. Who knows the truth is truth. It's a very big thing. It's not that
Mm-hmm.
you are connecting to truth. As you connect to truth, you became truth. It's very different than other way linking, connecting. Like you connect to the laptop. So you are not the laptop. You are separate. But as you connect to truth, you are not separate. You are gone. You are vanished. You as you whatever you we know us. I am this will vanish.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you think I am is gone. It will burn everything. Our all ideas about us, whatever we know about us, whatever we feel about us, all gone. So their mind will not work in true state. When we are searching in truth, when we are searching what we are, so mind want to try. Okay, let's be aligned with the heart, and this called Western spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Align so you can be more powerful, you can work more nice, aligning for that. But for
Yeah.
truth, mind will not work. At the place, heart will not work also. There will be time when heart is vanished too.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate vanishing.
Yeah.
And that ultimate vanishing need does not need any support. It is supportless. Supportless of any logic, supportless from any emotion, supportless for any ego. We are
Mm-hmm.
supportless. That true state shine where mind is not needed, and mind does not want to say it. Any maid does not say that I'm useless. No, no maid want to say. And
Mm-hmm.
mind is a maid, and it's always trying to tell I'm very important. I'm very important. I'm very important.
True.
In a alignment, I will help you. Hello, heart. Last tricks of minds.
Mm. Yeah.
That's why there is called uh, thoughtless samadhi. So when we are going in samadhi, mind want to try a lot. That, no, 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 don't drop me. Oh, I'm very important. Oh, you have to do these things. Oh, you have to do these things. And that is holding.
Mm-hmm.
But in our the vastness, mind will work as a personality in the world will work. But as a truth, as in our search, when we arrive at our home, there's no mind there.
Mm-hmm.
Zero. Neither conscious mind, subconscious, collective unconscious, cosmic unconscious, all mind vanished. All. Up to Western psychology could not get what is cosmic unconscious. They have not
Mm-hmm.
gone there. They are up to now they have searched only collective unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what is cosmic unconscious.
Cosmic unconscious.
Yes. It's only by Eastern psychology they say there is a cosmic unconscious, not only collective. And say beyond the cosmic unconscious, I am.
Mm.
Without this mind, beyond this mind, I am. They're saying, I am what I am, will be I am.
Mm.
And mind will be shut, cut off.
Now, interest. I mean, all of that to ultimately say, and I understand where you're going with that. That to get to where, okay, I don't want to say to get because it's not a destination; it's a beingness. There has to be the realization that the mind is very limiting, ultimately, and you're never going to arrive at that beingness, that state, samadhi, without ultimately letting go of the idea
Let
that
me, let me say one sentence only. Let me say.
sure, yeah,
The best use of mind to know that mind is. useless.
That's going to be a tough idea.
Yes.
I want to move away or pivot from that conversation for a moment because when you and I first met, um, there was this. I said to you, we started actually talking about karma, and karma's a big one
Big.
because there's so much information out there, and so many ideas around karma. So, I guess what I would ask you is, what is your understanding of karma that you can share with us today? Um, Really, yeah. I guess that's the first question: is what is karma?
Can you do a separate podcast for that?
See, it's so big. I know.
Oh
We
my God,
can.
it's
Here's the
a
truth of the matter:
very
is we can do a separate podcast, and I think we
yes.
should because it's
But I want
such
to
a.
give a brief what Eastern understanding about karma is.
Hmm.
So this human body has 5 layers. Can I talk little long? This talk is okay.
Hmm.
अन्नमय कोश, प्राणमय कोश, मनोमय कोश, विज्ञानमय कोश, आनंदमय कोश. This is the from the Eastern spiritual wisdom.
Hmm.
So first body is this physical,
Hmm.
then vital, then mental, then awareness, then joy,
Hmm.
and then the true state behind that. So this is the 5 orbit of human, and in the center, the true state is behind
Hmm.
this. And when we leave this body, so according to our situation in the spiritual state, we leave orbits. Like mostly people just try this physical body, they drop.
Hmm.
But their vital body, mental body, conscious body, joy body is not dying. When somebody is very alert by in their vital system, so they when they're dead, then they leave their physical body and vital body.
Hmm.
People like Buddha and Jesus, they leave all bodies when they
Hmm.
leave the when they're dying. The mostly people just leave their physical body,
Hmm.
but all these 4 bodies are becoming one and searching a new body
Hmm.
that we call reincarnation.
Hmm.
Everybody is reincarnating, same soul with the same mind, same collection of mind keep going. That's why our past life, we have lives and lives.
Hmm.
So whatever we have collected in our mental body, we are keep going with this lives and lives and lives and lives. So the collection of mental body is called karma.
Hmm.
We are just living physical body, vital body, but mental body and soul. This combination is rotating,
Hmm.
roaming to find a new womb, to find a new life.
Hmm.
And this journey will not stop up to we not knowing the all these 5 body and we are free from that. That we call samadhi. The person who is free from this all 5 body is called samadhi. Done.
Okay, I just want to
Out of
recap
the game.
something you said. I want to recap one thing you said. You
Mhm.
said like Buddha and Jesus, when they died, they actually left all 5 bodies. So they're done. They have
They are
reached
liberated.
samadhi. Okay.
Buddha, Jesus, Krishna,
Yeah.
whoever like that state.
Yes. Yes.
Also, Muji, I'm including them also, yes.
Yes.
So this mental body we are collecting
Yeah.
in conditioning, we call it conditioning.
Hmm.
So we are putting conditioning in our mind. And that blockages is called karma. And that is keep going lives and lives and lives. And then so we have so the biggest thing to understand the mind, the mental body. And when I'm saying mental body, I'm not talking about the unconscious and subconscious mind.
I
Sorry, it's a
understand.
very limited part of mind. Mind
Hmm.
is big. Mind is the software of universe.
Hmm.
We think mind is very small. human mind, and we have learned everything from animal. So we call it collective mind. What
Mm-hmm.
collective mind? What we have knowing by the society and things. But where the animal has learned from universe.
Mm-hmm.
Very a fish want that I want to see the sea, and you get the eyes. This wish, that mind, when that's born, that we call cosmic unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
The mind, the unconscious mind of this universe. And we are one. So it's not a small game. Karma is not a small game. Karma is a big game.
Mm-hmm.
And cleaning that is a really big game.
Yeah. And you hear so much about it. Hence the reason I asked the question, right? Because
And
it's
karma, and then making knots in that, in
mm-hmm.
vital body. In our mental body, we are putting knots. That's why they find. So what we are calling sin, that they are actually, they know people that by this action not are happening in our mental body, like by stealing. We are calling stealing is a sin.
Okay.
Everybody, like in everywhere,
Yep.
no? Stealing
Yep.
is a sin. So
Yep.
why this is sin? Because this is making a knot in our mental body, that I am more important than anybody in the world. Steal it, I
Mm.
am more
Okay.
important. So they know the mind. So why stealing is very bad? Because you are the most important. Your happiness is the only important thing. So steal from anywhere, just you should be happy. But the truth is, if surrounding is not happy, you cannot be happy. So these are knots that I am very important. That person only steal. Otherwise, you can't steal. If other is important, how can you steal things? So it look like all this thing that, oh, don't steal, don't steal. It's like a moral thing. No, spirituality is not a morality. Spirituality is a science of liberation, of freedom.
Mm.
Say one who is stealing is making knots in him, self obsession. Narcissist you are. Only narcissist can steal something. So these making knots is called knots of karma. And then you have to do the same thing again and again. Up to you have not seen these knots and you have not removed knots from your mental body.
I heard an idea maybe a couple of weeks ago.
I'm making sense or not? Seriously.
It does make sense. It does. I understand what you're saying. You're not talking about karma from, and I'm going to rephrase it back to you to make sure that I understood what you were saying very well. Karma is not necessarily from a morality sense, right? You used
Just no.
stealing as an example. Is it good or is it bad? But really, if you look at karma from a spiritual level, it's the energy or the feeling behind the thought or the action. So if we use stealing as an example, you're stealing from somebody, effectively doing damage to somebody. We're not talking about right or wrong. We're just saying damage of some sort. That then in turn creates a knot in your karma.
Obstacles, yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Oh
So
wow.
I understand.
You explain so well. Sorry, I am very bad in explanation.
No,
I mean, I'm from a very village of India. You have no idea this. From where I am, you don't know. In my hometown, up to now, nobody speak English. Up to now, we are
oh,
really illiterate. So our state is the most illiterate state in India. So India is already illiterate country,
yeah.
and my state is the most illiterate state of India.
Oh.
And my hometown is the most illiterate hometown of my state. So for me, speaking in English and explain things is so hard. But I'm so lucky that you are understanding so nice. I'm really lucky.
I'm just a trans. Well, because what we're talking about really requires, it's like I said, it's very abstract thought. It's very abstract because, as you so rightly said, throughout our time here today, is that the mind can be very limiting.
Yes.
So it's very difficult, or can be very difficult, to try and explain things, like especially abstract ideas, using language, and language, because language itself is so limiting, and it also requires the mind to comprehend the concept that you are trying to share. So I'm here to try and make it relatable and digestible.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. um, I wanted to just we're not going to do a whole chat about
Let,
karma right
let,
now
me,
because
let me say one thing.
yes, please.
So the karma we make knots.
Yeah.
So we have to know and learn how to untie the knots of mind. And
Okay.
that is called meditation. When we are untying again back all knots.
It's such an expanded conversation because where I was going with this, because myself, so because like I said, there's so many ideas out there about karma, and what I was pulling up was like some of the ideas that I've come across, which is it's about instant punishment. I do something bad, and it comes back to me like right away.
Then you are lucky.
Right.
If instant punishment is happening, then you are very lucky.
Yeah.
Then really universe is very compassionate with you. And you are
Yes.
very new sinner. If instant is happening, it means it's not expanding in your mind.
Mm.
You did something wrong and punishment happened, you are free. Done. Out.
That's beautiful.
It's
Right. And
beautiful.
I understand why you're saying you're really
Yeah.
lucky,
If
because
you
then
really
it's, yeah.
like somebody and somebody doing wrong, you go and tell him, hey, just stop it. Don't do it.
Mm.
But if somebody doing wrong and you are not saying it, what does it mean? That
Mm.
okay, do more. Then you understand. I
Hmm.
will do the real painful process.
Yeah.
So instant punishment is the best thing.
Mm.
That existence is really carrying you.
Mm.
Do it now. Freed from now.
And that
Old
lead,
karmas are more painful.
yeah. And that leads into the next question, right? About, and I promise we're not going to talk all about karma right now because this will be like a 3 hour
Very big,
podcast.
very, very big.
But I promise only like two more questions and then we'll leave it, and or maybe one.
Yeah.
And then we'll leave it and we'll do a whole separate episode around karma because it's such a big concept. But what you were saying is, I said, okay, so some ideas are that if you do something in this life and there's instant correction, then that's actually a blessing and it's a gift because the universe is really showing you compassion.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But
And you're a
usually,
new sinner. You are not an old sinner.
okay, I see what
Yes.
you're
So
saying.
you are
So
not
there's
too many
grace
knots.
because you're
You
new.
can say, okay, claim him fast. But somebody is collecting a lot, and oh, okay, then him collect more. Then I will teach him properly.
I understand. So
Yeah.
it's almost like you're getting grace and compassion because you're new to this life, like to life in a soul
Yeah.
level. So we're gonna teach you really quick so you start to understand this. But if you're an old soul, there's no such grace or compassion.
There is compassion, but their compassion will take time to open. We need to work a lot to clean it.
Right. So that then is when you get, because then there's the idea of,
So can I
okay,
say
I,
one thing?
yes,
Yes.
please.
In Indian script, we have five type of sins.
Okay.
Yes. And the fifth is hurting anyone's heart. They said this is the biggest sin. All sin. There's a category, a big list.
What are the five levels? You said five levels of sin.
Yeah, it's a long talk then again. But the
Okay.
first is like you are stealing something. This thing is small.
Yeah.
Then eating non-veg in that this all in small, and then
Okay.
it's going up. Then you are doing some spiritual leadership without knowledge. Then it's
Okay.
a big sin. It's a big sin. But you don't know the spiritual knowledge, but you started to do something.
Mm.
It's a big sin because you are going to wrong lead
Mm.
so many people who are searching truth. This so this way is going, and the last they are saying hurting somebody's heart, trust,
Um,
breaking the trust of someone is the,
wow.
because you are telling the whole universe that there can be a people people have to be fearful
Yeah.
when you are doing something trust wrong now. So we give a signal to whole humanity that be aware, fearful.
Mm-hmm.
So breaking the trust is the biggest sin according to that level.
Yeah.
So that if you are making not trusting, that say, okay, I will take care of you. Like I said to you, come to India, I will take care of you, and you came here and I'm not here.
Mm, yeah.
This that's called the biggest sin, because people trust, don't break that trust, because humanity came here to growing in the spirituality because of trusting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Trust is the power of growth. So that this sin is not
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, it's okay, sorry, yes,
No, that's okay. I
sorry, my
just
English is very bad, I'm very sorry.
no, 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 no,
Please
no.
tolerate
There's
it.
nothing for you to apologize for. Nothing at all. I just want to honor what I said because I do want to talk about more. I do want to really dive into karma. In fact, I said it to you the first time that we met. We won't do it here. I think what we'll do is I will ask you to join us again so that we can
Yes,
have a really expanded conversation about karma because I think that there's something because I think that based on what you're saying because I really want to dive into like the levels and understanding how, new souls, old souls, how you can cleanse your karma, like how you can be very intentional about freeing yourself from past karma to affect future lives or even
yes,
current karma that you've built in this lifetime for
yes,
future lives and
yes,
so on and so forth, right? So,
yes.
um, just in closing, what would be one really juicy nugget that you can share with the audience about this beautiful journey of a rebel and how we can play with Leela and really just enjoy the game? Figure like how do you step into that's the question I guess I would want to close with is how do we really encourage people to start the rebel journey and enjoy the game of Leela?
Yes. First thing I want to say, that be intelligent. The only thing we need to inquire everything, question everything.
Mhm.
God also, oh, God exists or not? This question, and really, rupees, money is making me happy. This question too, that what I'm doing now, right now in the life, it can give me really happiness.
Mhm.
Really, I'm going in the right path of happiness. Really, I'm going this questioning. So we cannot waste time at the wrong path. We are not asking questions that the life is passing and passing, and we are not becoming aware.
Mhm.
Question about everything. First thing I want to say one thing this, and second thing I want to say, understand that the tiny hood of mind. I don't want to say small. Small is too big. Micro state of the mind. Mind is so small.
Mhm.
Mind is so small. Heart is so big. Our consciousness is much higher and bigger than our logical mind. Our logical mind is a very small tool as a laptop.
Mhm.
Enough. Don't give him so much respect. Over respect is not good. We are respecting our mind so much. Let's respect our real thing, our heart and consciousness. Let's
Mhm.
respect that more.
Yeah.
Let's respect our inquiry more, our questioning more than our mind and logic and understanding. It's not an understanding. We are putting so much energy on understanding also. Oh, let's understand. No, you cannot understand. It's ununderstandable.
Mm, yeah.
Our understanding of mind is so small. If we can remember it, first it will hurt a lot to ego, but slowly will open more space for
Mhm.
joy and
Yeah.
vastness. That's just I want to say these two things.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
so much.
so much for
We wanted
joining.
to go more, but talk is going like that. I think we let's go more and more talk about this ultimate state of human kingdom,
Mhm.
and we need
More
to listen
satsang.
more. Yes,
Yes.
let's listen more and talk about more, because whatever we hear, we listen, it goes in our heart. So let's do it.
Mhm.
Let's do it. You know how much hype of relationship is made by Hollywood, Bollywood
Mm.
movies. That only boyfriend, girlfriend, love is the best thing of life. Best thing. Only thing you can do is get a partner. It's this all hype is made by movies,
Mhm.
by the podcast like this podcast. Let's make a hype, a value of searching truth.
I love it.
Thank you. You
I
are doing
love
it.
it.
Thank you. You are doing it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as I said, we will definitely invite you back because I want to dive more into the talk about karma, and we will
Yes,
dedicate a whole episode to
it's a
talking about
really long
karma.
topic. Yes, let's do it one time.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Thank you, Yahoo.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
joining me
Thank you so
today.
much.
Thank you. To the audience, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the conversation and the discourse that myself and Yahoo had engaged in regarding Lila, Satsang, a little bit of karma, Osho, and that you learned something here today because all of this was very, very new to me, but super interesting and exciting. So I own that I am a rebel and I will always ask questions. And I hope that today's episode invites you to do the same. So thank you again so much for joining us today and take care of yourselves.
Thank you.